City Board of Mayor and Alderman regular meeting, Tuesday, July the 6th, 2021 at 6 p.m. to order. Roll call, please.
Alderwoman Key.
Here.
Alderman Walls.
Here.
Vice Mayor Harrington.
Here.
Alderman Ward. Alderman Bowling.
Here.
Okay. And I'd like to have a prayer by Vice Mayor Ray Harrington and immediately following the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Lord, we come to you now to bless this meeting for the town of Bluff City. We ask that all the decisions made in this meeting be for the best of the residents of Bluff City. We thank you for everything you do for us each and every day.
Yes.
In your Son's holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And next we'll have comments by J. Paul Fry, a city attorney.
I'd like to set out the procedures for this meeting so we'll all be on the same page this evening. We have the next thing on the agenda is citizen comments, and that is a point where citizens can make a comment on their subject of choice. They can do so once for a maximum of 5 minutes. We also have an ordinance tonight that's a rezoning request, and the procedure for that is a proponent of the rezoning can make a presentation to the board, and then after that, any citizens can speak once, and at the end of the citizens having their comments at the public hearing, which is the appropriate time in the meeting to speak about the rezoning request if you wish to. And then at that point, if the board has any more questions of the proponent, of the person requesting the rezoning, at that time the board can ask for that information. And after that, and after the conclusion of that, the board will take up the ordinance.
Okay. We'll have our citizens' comments now, and come to the podium and give your name, address, and phone number. Wait a minute. Come on. Come on.
Juliana Bucardi, 209 Smith Street, extension 538-7931. I just want to say I've been coming to these meetings probably 30 years off and on. And we've had different engineers, but the engineer that we have now, I believe we need to get rid of. It seems like the major projects always take longer, and they pick the cheapest one most of the time, and sometimes you get by with that, but sometimes you can't. And other people who are bidding, I think they're thinking, and you'll see a big difference sometimes. I think they're thinking, well, something might come across. We better have some lead rate up there, take care of that, or some, or bad weather, and y'all will come back, have to have a meeting to allow the companies to have more money to finish a project that they should have thought of dearly before they hit it and gave in their bids. That's what I'm saying. And the engineer, it's his part to tell these companies exactly what's going on, what the land, the way the land is laid out and everything. And either he's not doing it or something ain't right. It's just that there's too many major projects where y'all had to come back and give out more money. I mean, once you're in, they know they got you. And the engineer company gets paid no matter what. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next? Are you next?
Good evening. My name is James Roberts. I reside at 231 Lakeview Drive, Bluff City, Tennessee. Phone number is 423-430-0069. I actually have a question I'd like to ask if citizen comments a fair time to ask that.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I just was curious, Mayor, I'll ask you directly. Can you confirm for me if permit number SOP-98042, that would be the moratorium signed into effect by you on sewer permits 2/10 of 2016, is still in effect in Bluff City at this time? Has that moratorium been lifted?
I don't think it's been lifted yet. Mr. Fry, do you know?
No, I don't know.
I'll be happy to get some information for you after the meeting.
Okay. I'll accept that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next? Who's next? Okay, then we'll close citizens' comments and move on to discussion and action on the minutes, the regular meeting minutes of June the 1st. Do we have a motion to approve?
Mayor, I make a motion to approve as read.
Do we have? Take a vote, please.
Alderwoman Keith,
Yes.
Alderman Walls,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Harrington,
I'll abstain. I was absent. I abstain. Yeah,
You
I
don't
mean-
have to abstain.
Oh, I just no.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and then the special call.
Richard hasn't voted.
Alderman Bowling,
Yes.
Okay. And the next one is the regular meetings of June the 1st, 2021. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Take a vote, please.
Alderman Keith,
Yes.
excuse me, Alderwoman Keith, Alderman Walls,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Harrington,
Yes.
Alderman Walls.
Okay. A discussion and action, public hearing on ordinance. Oh, okay.
Alderman Bowling. Get my B's mixed up. My B's.
Discussion and action on public hearing, ordinance number 2021-007. Mr. Fry.
Ordinance to rezone certain property from R1 to R2 within the corporate limits of the town of Bluff City, Tennessee, and amending ordinance number 95-012 and the zoning ordinance map adopted therewith. Be it therefore ordained by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the town of Bluff City, Tennessee, that parcel number 5.30, according to Sullivan County Tax Map 111, Control Map 111, and located at 229 Lakeview Drive, Bluff City, Tennessee, is hereby rezoned from R1 to R2, that this ordinance shall become effective from and after its final passage of public welfare requirement.
We'll open the public hearing. Do we have comments?
The proponent.
Oh, I'm sorry. And can you come forward and give your name and address? We don't have anybody here?
We do.
Oh, we do.
Sitting right there in the chat.
Mr. Baker,
Yes.
would you like to make some comments?
I'm fine unless I'd answer any questions you have.
Oh, okay. Well, who wants to speak? Okay, well, let's decide and come to the podium.
At the, I have a question to start for the board. Can the board please provide me where the notice for this meeting was posted, a copy of where it was posted in the newspaper, as it was pointed out that it was required to be posted 30 days ago? Or can the board provide me a screenshot showing where this meeting was advertised on the public notices page of Bluff City's website, where public notices are noted to be resided?
And it was posted in the paper also, but it's not 30 days.
Can you provide me?
I don't have copies in here with me.
I have
I
a
believe
copy.
that's
It was
supposed to be
posted
available
on
for
June
inspection.
26th. It was posted on June 26th,
May I see it, please?
2021.
What paper was it posted in?
Johnson City Press.
Johnson City. Okay. And what was the posting? Ma'am, I just want to see what was actually posted on it. And there's method to my madness. Okay. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. She has a record of it where it was posted. I'd like to state on the record that there was a miscommunication, apparently. The sign out front of our building here actually was posted with the date of June 13th, and that has since been changed. That was wrong. It was posted for several days wrong. So we found out about this last minute, and I apologize that we're not more prepared. So with that being said, I'd like to defer to Alderman Broyles. We've spoken at 2 prior meetings, and you have assured me time and time again that the purpose of this hearing today is only to cover the rezoning. It is not to cover the ordinance change, anything like that. It was just to the rezoning, not the variance on the ordinance for the bill, correct?
That is not
Okay, can you correct? Can you tell me?
The ordinance addresses the variances as well.
The ordinance addresses the variance as well. Okay, so can you please tell me what?
It does not.
The purpose of the ordinance is for rezoning only. Any subdivision approval has to come through the planning commission, not the board.
Okay, so the variances that were requested for the subdivision are not a part of this tonight?
The only thing that's before the board, mayor and aldermen, is this rezoning request.
Okay, I just want to be clear that it's not the variance request as well, because there was 2 changes, 2 variances requested simultaneously. And they were looped together at the.
That's not been done yet.
Okay.
This would have to be done, and then the subdivision would have to come before the planning commission for any approvals or anything. The board doesn't have any jurisdiction over that.
I stand corrected, Mr. Roberts.
Okay.
I just got in from work myself.
Gotcha. So this is just to discuss the zoning and any concerns we have there related to the zoning.
Correct.
If this is approved tonight, the next step for the developer would be then to seek a permit for the development. Is that?
Would be to seek approval of the subdivision plat from the planning commission.
So like an engineering approval.
The board has no.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand. I want to make sure that we.
But okay, they would seek approval for the subdivision plat before the planning commission. The board has no jurisdiction.
Okay.
There's a whole other board that's planning and zoning that meets once a month.
Okay. Now, that plan, has that been approved yet or no?
It has not.
No.
It has not.
It has not.
No, it's not been presented to the planning commission.
This has to be done first before that is done.
Okay.
Even brought to them.
All right. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding all the steps in this process. Anything else that you want me to address? I know you've got a couple of things. Okay. That's all I've got. Thank you very much.
Okay. Does anyone else have a comment? Okay, if you do have a comment, you need to come forward. Give your name, address, and phone number.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Roberts. I reside at 231 Lakeview Drive, Bluff City, Tennessee. My phone number is 423-484-4137. I do have a question as well regarding a DWR permit. I'm curious what this permit is and what it approves. Looks like the permit number is TNR 162105. Permitting name, Jockey Properties. Project name, Morel Meadows Subdivision. Status is active. Application was received April 6th, 2021, and completed the same date. Effective date shows April 7th, 2021. Activity description is construction of subdivision development consisting of 18 new homes and one existing home.
Mr. Fry, is that the information that we had at the
Well,
planning and zoning?
I don't know which,
Would you like to see it?
I don't know whether it is, well, where's the permit from?
Department of Environment and Conservation, Tennessee Division of Water Resources, DWR.
Well, okay, that question would be directed to them.
So nobody here knows what this is or what it's for?
Mayor, I believe Mr. Baker can answer that for us, sir.
Excellent.
It's a Tennessee Division of Water Pollution Control. It's a construction permit. Most of the time they take a long time to get, but apparently this one got turned around pretty quick.
In a day.
Okay, we just need one person talking at a
Yeah, but
time.
that's not unusual. You can get a construction permit to see that before these properties are rezoned.
The question that was previously asked regarding the moratorium on stormwater, and I guess we're waiting to find out if that is actually in effect. I have a copy of that moratorium that, to date, I have not found that it is not in effect. So I just want to bring that to the board's attention, that there is an active moratorium on the storm sewer taps, and we're talking about putting 18 new homes on this property that could cause a potential issue there. I also want to point out that although the board here doesn't have anything to do with this water pollution control permit, that it is noted on here that there is threatened and endangered species within a 1 mile radius, and there's also threatened and endangered species 5 miles downstream, and that is annotated both as yes on this permit.
The homes will not be going into the same pump station. So
As what's on the moratorium,
it's different.
do you know which pump station they will go to?
It's the 11.
Directly to the Bristol Cravington. And under the moratorium, we couldn't do any taps downhill from the Igloo pump station, whereas we're talking about Lakeview Drive, that will be bypassing that Igloo pump station. So the moratorium cover that.
Okay.
It's a 12-inch line, too.
Is it 12-inch line? For the Igloo station or for the going to Bristol? You said it's a 12-inch line?
Bristol.
Lakeview Drive, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I believe that is all that I have. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Is there any others that have a comment they want to make?
Don't know if this is exactly for the.
Give your name, address, and phone
All right.
number.
Gary Morrell, Lakeview Drive, 238 Lakeview Drive, Bluff City, Tennessee, 423-538-4281. My issue that I brought up last time, of course, and I spoke with Jonathan as well. last time the engineer, is runoff of the property. Just making sure, and he and I discussed it as far as maybe there being something, and he said he'd have to discuss it with the city to maybe for the drainage coming off of that property, which does affect me and neighbors to my side as well. So that was one issue that I do want to bring up, and would like to see if maybe we can, address that, with the contractor or everything developed. Okay?
Okay.
That's all I need. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do we have anyone else that wants to make a comment?
This ordinance was,
Oh, yes. Okay. We'll close the public hearing and move.
this ordinance was recommended, this rezoning request was recommended to the Planning Commission on May 11th. And then we had first reading the 1st of June, and we've had a public hearing, and it's ready for second reading.
Yes. Who would like to make a motion?
Well, before you make the motion, Mayor, I'm new at this, so what we're doing, it has nothing to do with the subdivision, correct?
Not yet.
Okay, so the subdivision is not even a part of none of this, right? Okay, this is just the first step. Okay. So they cannot make a move until we vote on whether or not zoning or not. Is that correct?
Planning and zoning will be voted
Okay, so what I'm saying is they can't do anything per se, put a name on the subdivision or anything until this is done first, right?
Until planning and zoning.
Planning and zoning has to vote on it.
They had to vote for. Well, I say all that to say this. I had a concerned citizen that sent me a email, and I didn't know, how to answer her. And she had sent it, and she said, Carol, do you know that TDEX has already approved the engineering plans for Baker's Construction for the new subdivision on Lakeview Drive? It'll be called Morrell's Meadows. And how can Bluff City Mayor Alderman approve a new subdivision before they even vote on it? That's my concern.
Let me explain that. The subdivision is not approved because that's go before the Planning Commission.
Exactly.
Subdivision plat to be approved.
Mm-hmm.
So the subdivision is not approved.
It's not approved. So evidently this is just some untruths then. Is that correct? Okay. Time will tell. Okay. Thank you.
I make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
I second that motion.
Take a vote, please.
Alderwoman Key,
No, I'd like to have more information.
Alderman Walls,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Harrington,
Yes.
Alderman Bowen.
Yes.
Okay. We'll move on to the next thing, discussion and action report from the mayor/city manager. I'm sorry. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here tonight, and I hope you got your questions answered, and we look forward to you coming back out anytime that you would like. And in case some of you don't know, the Veterans Memorial, the city of Bluff City put $25,000 in on that, get that purchased and taken care of. Okay, the next thing is report from the city attorney.
Mayor, I've collected a little over $32,000 in delinquent property taxes since your last meeting.
Okay, sounds good. A report from the city recorder/CMFO, Sharon Green.
Fund balances as of May 31st, 2021. General fund, $1,860,000. Sanitation fund, $19,637. Special police fund, $12,404. Debt service fund, $99,070. Sinking fund, $3,094. The water sewer fund, $757,270. total fund balance of $2,751,475.
Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll second.
Take a vote, please.
Alderwoman Key,
Yes.
Alderman Bulls,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Harrington,
Yes.
Alderman Bowden.
Yes.
Okay. We'll move to citizen from comments from the board members. Alderwoman Carol Key.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see everybody out, and I will continue to stand up, speak up for what is right. And if you need me for anything, as long as it's right, just give me a call. And thank you all for coming. And also, I'd like to take the time to thank the mayor for some of the things that she has done to help the community along the line. I want to say thank you, because someone had told me to tell you thank you, so I'm saying it. She said tell you thank you, so thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to Alderman Jeff Burrows.
Not much to say this evening. Thanks for everybody and their opinion showing up today. I apologize for my error and not completely understand. I do want to thank as well and pass on a compliment that I received from a citizen yesterday on the maintenance of the pavilion. And it received high marks, lots of social media coverage. It looks like we have a lot of traffic out there. I'd like to congratulate the city manager and Alan for a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate everything. Okay, we'll move on to Vice Mayor Ray Harrington.
Appreciate everyone coming out and concerns and stuff. Hope to see people come out for all the meetings, because sometimes it's kind of sparse. They don't know unless they come, you know. But appreciate everybody coming, and hope to see y'all next meeting.
Okay, Alderman Bowden.
Yes, I'm glad everybody can come out also. And if anybody's got any questions about anything that I can answer, my phone number's on the website. I'll be glad to answer if I can. If I can't, I'll get you an answer. Thank you.
Okay, we're down to report from the city officials and county commissioners. Chief Greg Depew.
Evening, Board, Mayor, citizens. The report for the month of June, we had a total of 226 calls. We issued 172 citations, had 98 warnings, patrolled 5,570 miles, had 20 arrests, 23 offense reports, 18 alarms, had 8 accidents, 28 MSD calls, had 3 drug violations. Everything is a good month. Everybody's working on their in-service for the year. We did get our cruisers, thanks to the board, Mayor. Thank you all for allowing us to do that. We were able to get 2 vehicles for under, it was like $39,000. So Todd has one of them now, put some equipment on it, just some things that we already had here. So everything's looking really good there. Everybody's working hard, and we're doing good. So thanks for everything.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
All right.
Public Works Supervisor Alan Moultrie.
Good evening, Mayor, Board. How are you all doing? When it comes down to the sewer department, pump stations are operating well, with there being no issues regarding the pump station at this moment. Recently, we have requested a quote for the actual change out of the manhole at the lowest point there, 4434 Bluff City Highway. So we are waiting quotes on that. We would like to get that replaced. It won't resolve our issues, but that'll alleviate some of the issues we have, just in case it's leaching from the bottom or anything like that. So just to kind of cover our bases, I would like to get that replaced. As in the street department, we have been working hard trying to do a lot of maintenance at the boardwalk there. We still got a few more little things here and there to do, but we will continue getting those done. We repainted the picnic tables. We had them power washed along with the outer fence there. And also we restained the boardwalk there because the first coat that we ended up applying didn't take as well as we thought it would. So we ended up applying another coat, in which that seemed like it did well. But time will tell. The boardwalk is getting a lot of usage. So I was kind of shocked with how much usage it's been getting. But one question I have is when it comes down to citizens and them wanting to use the restroom down there. We don't provide toilet paper down there, but one thing I've noticed, we've actually had the prisoners that goes around and cleans up trash, and there was a bunch of females, and they didn't have any toilet paper. So I was wondering if that was something that we needed to embark on. I do understand the fact that whenever the pavilion is rented, they have to bring their own toiletries or whatnot, but just everyday citizens just going in there and not having toilet paper seems like it's an issue. So I don't know if that's something that we can address here or whatever, but that's.
But you realize why they
I know why
they stopped doing it, because they were filling the toilet up with with toilet paper and stopping it up all the time, and y'all had to take care of it. But it's whatever the board would like to do as far as if you want us to try it once again about putting the toilet paper down there. There's no problem in doing it.
It's just one of those things a citizen actually asked me also. So.
Yeah. But I see no problem. How do y'all feel about it? It doesn't bother me, but every time you turn around, they were actually stopping it up. And so putting whole rolls of toilet paper down the drain. So.
May I ask Alan a question, please? That's
Yes.
about streets. There's a hole at the end of the bridge there, and is that your responsibility?
That's the state route 390.
That's
the state.
That's the state's responsibility.
Yes.
So could you ask the town manager if she would call the state and ask them to fix that hole so I don't bust a tire on that, please, sir?
I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to.
I can do that for you. Nah, we'll try. I'll get on the tube with them and see what we can do regarding that. That's been brought up numerous times, and I've kind of wanted to yield to the state, but nothing has been done. So we'll give them a call in the morning and see if we can get something done about that.
She carries a lot of weight down there at the state. They all know her.
Well, I'll let her go. But other than that, that's kind of everything that's going on. I will say that we did do well on our sanitary survey. We did receive a passing grade. The only issues that we had, we got a few little not filters, but screens that we got to put on a couple things at the water plant so they won't be exposed to animals and such. We do have one installed, but it's not installed properly, so we got to get a new one of those. The only negatives that we have on our sanitary survey is the stuff that's happened in the past. These last 3-4 years, it's all been on the up and up, and we are looking really good in that respect. I'm trying not to brag on us, but we're doing well. So I just would like to thank you all for providing us with the tools necessary to achieve that, and I hope we can continue on that path. And that's about it. All I have. If you all have any questions, feel free to ask.
Good job, Al.
I'm trying.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you all.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda, the water plant operator, Terry Banner.
Water plant has run pretty normal. We've kept it at a 46 to 48 foot level. Actually, today when I left, it was 50.25 foot. So we're right in that neighborhood where you want it. From June 11th through the 15th, we was down because of the turbidity. It got high, but it come back down. We got everything started back up, and then we had a problem with the G-Pack. There was air in the hose, and me and Alan worked on it. And then we had a faulty breaker that was fixed. That was kicking off the computer. I go back from lunch, it'd be on. I go to lunch, we come back from lunch, it'd be off. So we got that. We moved everything off that one line to another one, and plus the major. We talked to the mayor today, and she said she may call Acorn and let them look at it, make sure it's nothing overplugged. We had a power failure on the 26th, or no, I'm sorry, 29th, and it shut the power down for about 3 hours here. Me and Gary got the call at 4:11. and we went back up there and stayed about 6 o'clock, and they got back on. There was a tree limb fell over on it up on this Underwood Spring Road to the water plants. Any questions?
Y'all have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, I don't see any Sullivan County commissioners. So, do y'all have any old business?
What's the latest on the swing set?
That's what I was going to ask.
I have quotes from 2 different companies, and we have got to basically we'll bring them to you, the information to you at the budget when we have our first budget here. We're gonna have a workshop. We're gonna have a workshop on the budget, and so I'll bring the information to the meeting.
So hopefully we can get started on that soon.
Yeah, hopefully. All right.
Yeah, we'll probably have one either next week or the week after, on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Next week or the week after.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mayor, when we have that workshop, well, I can come down or call or something, some things I'd like to discuss in the workshop, and then when we do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We can discuss everything. And okay. Do you have any new business that you want to bring up or anything?
Well, the only new business that I would like to say, I don't know, when we was in Johnson City and at that meeting, and was talking about maybe the employees would get maybe some kind of bonus, and Mr. Mumpower said we could do that. And I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about you guys too, because I don't get paid for doing this. And if we can give the workers something once we find out about that.
Yeah, I just have to make sure that everything is. There's a lot of things involved. I have to make sure that it has something to do with COVID-19.
Extension workers. Well, remember, I asked him point blank, and he said yes.
But I still
That
have
goes
to
for you
find
all.
out exactly. I've been talking with them again, and I need to find out because he said if you give some money that you're not supposed to give, we'll be seeing him.
Right. That's why in the meeting I asked him specifically, and I was point blank, if it could be used to give the workers a bonus, and that includes every one of you guys too, because y'all come.
I know, but there's still some. Anyway, I've got to make sure it's correct.
Okay.
Because if it's not, then I'm in trouble.
Right.
I don't want to be in trouble.
Well, I don't want you to be in trouble.
I appreciate it.
You know
I
that.
need that. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to discuss?
I was going to bring up that pothole, but Dave's already answered it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you have no other business, then I have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Who's second? You second? Take a vote, please.
Alderwoman Key,
Yes.
Alderman Bulls,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Harrington,
Yes.
Alderman Bowen.